In your own estimation, what do you think keeps people poor? Do you think it is a prison of their environment, their background, their race, perhaps white neighborhood, white countries are more richer than black countries? Or will you think is working for someone 9 to 5 or 8 to 4? What do you think is that prison that keeps people down? My name is David Chukwuka for DEO for short. I'm still on the series MoneyWise, everything money, how to make, how to manage, how to multiply money. Today, I'll be speaking on the poverty prison, that prison that keeps people poor. One of the greatest barriers to wealth creation is not your income, it's not your background, it's not your environment, it is your mindset. The biggest reason why people remain poor, why people are poor, why people are broke, is not for lack of money. It is the mentality. Poverty mentality is worse than lack of money. If you don't have the requisite mentality, you can't be able to make wealth, no matter how much flows into your hand or through your hand. Poverty is first a mindset before it becomes a condition. Poverty is first a mindset before it becomes a condition. Before wealth becomes a bank balance, it is first a belief system. The real battlefield is not your wallet, it is your mind. The most important aspect of the computer is the software. You could have a very beautiful hardware, shiny, bright, and everything. But if there is no software to drive it, that computer system is beautiful for nothing. And so you could look rich, you could be educated, you could have everything it takes, outwardly to attract wealth, to multiply wealth, and to manage wealth. But we're not talking about the looks, we're talking about the software that drives wealth. If wealth is a function of availability of money, then how come lottery winners lose their money in the first 5 years, get broke again, go into streets, become non-entities, and constitute nuisance in the environment after coming into an enormous wealth? It is a mentality. A person can be born into wealth and lose it all because you can't have the mentality of poverty and bring the results of wealth. You can't drive your life with poverty mentality and command the results of wealth. Let's talk about the signs of a poverty mentality. When someone is mentally poor, what are the signs? Number one, you see anyone who is waiting for luck, who is waiting for miracles instead of building wealth systems. Christianity is not the problem of Africa. Religion is not the problem of Africa. The problem of Africans is that they substitute religion in the place of logic, in the place of hard work. So many people go to church and pray and fast and do everything waiting on God to give them money. That is the mentality of the poor. And so they want to give their way into wealth. You see, many of the people, how come that if you go to poor environments, they are more religious than rich environments? Are you aware that poor people give more than the wealthy? They give without doing what they are supposed to do. Giving is wonderful. It opened doors, but someone who had to work for that door to remain open. And so if you are waiting for miracles, if you are waiting for an happenstance, if you are waiting that someday, somehow, I will come into wealth. Let me tell you a story. Many years ago, about 21 years ago, precisely in 2004, something happened. I was out of school. I wasn't going to school that time. I had a senior brother who were in the same predicament. So one day, it occurred to me, President Obasanjo was the president of Nigeria at that time. And so we are watching TBN, Trinity Broadcasting Network. And all of a sudden, my brother asked a question that, just imagine that as we are now, Obasanjo mistakenly transfers 10 billion naira into our account. That's 21 years ago. We had that conversation from 8 a.m. till about 4 p.m. We didn't have food to eat, but we took solace in our fantasies. Our imagination began to grow wide. I began to tell my brother, I will go to the village, I will tar this road, I will go to my mother's village, I will do this one, I will do that one. My mother doesn't know how to speak English, so my senior brother said, what he wants to do is first, when he gets the 10 billion, is to make sure my mother attends Harvard University and study English language. And then he will pay for airtime in the national television stations, that every morning my mother will just come and speak English, to shame the enemy that my mom can now speak English, that money can do wonders. Each time I remember that story. That's the story about many people. That's how many people fantasize. That's how many people, imagination is powerful. But imaginations without actions leads to frustration. When you finish in that your imagination, you will come to the reality of hunger, you will come to the reality of lack, you will come to the reality of poverty, extreme poverty. And the more, many people are waiting for a sudden, if you are waiting for sudden break, that's your strategy. What's your plan on making money? You say, don't worry, when God will just do it for me, it's going to be, they go no now, this and that. Wishes are not plans. Miracles are not plans. Plans are things that you have a part to play. Number two, many poor people, almost every poor person that is poor and remains poor, continues to blame either the government, either the family, or their past experience. So they have to blame the government, they blame someone in their family who didn't see them through school, they blame their background, they see rich people, they say, these are fortunate people. I wish I have an uncle that is able to help me. I would have been able to do better than I'm doing now. Number three, many people resent rich people. There are so many people that when they see, how to know that you have a poverty-stricken mentality is when the sight of wealth irritates you. Many people see rich people, they see wealthy people, they feel that, they are the reasons why the rich guys are the reasons why the poor guys are poor. So they resent wealthy people. You cannot attract what you despise. Rather than, what can I do to become part of the elite? They are thinking that, don't worry, he think he has money, he can become sick now. All these things are vanity upon vanity. See Chief so and so, Chief so and so, upon all he had, he did not die, he slept and could not wake up. They resent rich people. And the next thing you will hear, he say, big man, big trouble. No, if you don't have money, nobody will be against you. They like the easy life. Poor people with poor mentality like the easy life. The expect the best for themselves, and wish ill for the wealthy. If you are listening to me under any of the social media platforms, or maybe in the comforts of your home, one of the ways to know that you are suffering from poverty mentality is when you resent what you cannot become. Rather than resenting wealth, why not think about how to attract wealth? You despise wealthy people, you despise the comfort. You say, once you have money now, people will be thinking about killing you. That's poverty, bro. I remember many years ago, a life story. So I remember many years ago, whilst growing up, I was just a young man who just started staying on my own in a free house, but security gate man's house in the church compound. So I was given to stay, and then while I work, and I was paid 6,000 naira. I remember when plasma TV, that is flat screen that you hang on the wall, I remember when it first came out. Remember what we used to use then is 14 inches sharp television with very hunchback, and then if you have money is 21 inches television. That was the highest then. And so when this plasma came out, we now started having something like 24 inches. And it's sleek, and it's slim, and it's hung on the wall. By that time, I was able to buy second-hand a used 14 inches sharp television. And so I would go to people's house, and I would see their 24 inches television. I would see their 32 inches television. I was like, this is a waste of money. What can they watch in their house that my 14 inches cannot show? What can they watch? They are just wasting money. They are just, that money they could have used it to do something else. They are buying a television. It will not even last. My 14 inches sharp television will even outlast them. Big man, big trouble. Until one day, I realized that I can't. I'm resenting the lifestyle of wealth. I'm resenting comfort. So number 4, if you are thinking that money is evil, the reason why there's so much debt in the world is because of money. The reason why there's so much hatred in the world is because of money. The money is the root of all evil. Your mentality can sabotage your progress. If you have this kind of mentality, how can you progress? How can you pursue what you think is evil? Money is not evil. Money is neutral. Money is not good. Money is not bad. Money in the hand of a good man is good. Does wondrous things. Feed orphanages. Do philanthropic work. Money in the hand of a good man. Community is lifted. Light is restored in the place of darkness. Money in the hand of a bad man is ruthless. Is terrible. So money is neutral. Money takes the shape of the handler. So if you think that money is evil, that is a poverty mentality. Now listen to this. Poverty mentality number 5 is when you're always looking for the shortcut. Now this is quite very instructive and very important. My generation loves shortcuts, but sometimes, thank God for AI can do many things for you. AI can shorten things for you. AI can make your 5 days work, you do it in 5 minutes. Thank God for AI. We are in a microwave generation, a generation that believes in do it quick. That's a generation we live in. But look, growing sustainable wealth Remove shortcut from your mind. Wealth is who you are. Instead of looking for shortcut, build your capacity. Capacity to attract more money. Capacity to attract better raise. You see many people in the office, they work in an office environment. Instead of how to increase their capacity, they are busy with office politics. They are busy scheming. They are busy with eye service. They are busy with all kinds of frivolities instead of increasing their capacity. There is an extent to which exterior things can help you, but who you are inside is very important. So if you have the mentality of always seeking for shortcuts, if you can't endure the process, you don't deserve the product. You really want to make wealth that is transgenerational, that is enduring, you need to sit your ass down and get to work to make money. Stop looking for shortcuts. That's why many people are betting. That's why many people are in casinos. That's why many people are doing lottery and all kinds of things. Don't leave your financial future to luck. God created the world. He didn't leave you to luck. Wealth is creatable. I say that again. Wealth is creatable. You can create wealth from zero to the wealthy place. You can create from nothing to something, to somewhere. Don't leave your financial future to luck. Broke people, poor people have the mentality of leaving things to chance. They think that their determination does not matter. They think that knocking on doors does not matter. Oh, now let me talk about number 6. Many poor people believes in the law of gravity. Someone will say, how does it have to do with financial? Yeah, many people believe that what goes up must come down. Many people believe that, well, if God says I will have money, I will have money. It doesn't matter what anybody does. Bro, you can have a prophetic, every child of God, everyone. I mean, will you have a child and say, I want this one poor, I want this one rich? Everyone that God has created, I believe that God wants me to be wealthy more than I want to be wealthy, because in my wealth, God is glorified. In my wealth, God is glorified. God wants, I've never seen one parent that wants a child to be poor. I've never seen one parent, unless you are a witch, unless you are a very terrible person. But every responsible parent wants their child to be wealthy. And so some people believe that, what goes up must come down. That's the law of gravity. If God says it, it must be. Listen, you have the capacity to change God's plan for your individual life. But God's plan will stand. If you are not ready to collaborate with God, God will use someone else. So sometimes what goes up may remain up. Have you not heard of the law of aerodynamics? What goes up sometimes can be sustained to be up and never come down. You can have everything and still amount to nothing. You just have to work at it. Number 7. Many poor people, almost every poor person I know, never takes risk. They just want to be safe. You see, poverty is so safe to be poor. It's so peaceful to be poor. It's so safe to be poor. Growth demands courage. And courage is the largeness of heart. Poverty is safe. I mean, you don't have to stress yourself to be poor. You just have to take life easy. You don't have to stress yourself. I mean, who's saying now? The more, if you want to have money, you must be ready for the risk that comes with it. Poverty is safe. So if you want to live a very quiet life, you want to live a stress-free life, I mean, you can be begging. It's so easy. I mean, you can eat from house to house. Today you are in the house of Mr. John, you can eat there. Tomorrow, just have a schedule of people you'll be visiting every day that are trackable, where you can go and beg food and eat. You don't need to pay house rent. It's so easy. I mean, you can stay, you can look for an uncompleted building and stay there. You know, to be poor is quite. I mean, you don't have to bother about high blood pressure. What do you need to? You don't need to think about anything. You don't think about anything. To be poor is easy, and that's why many people have poverty mentality, because they want to take life very easy. Number 8 and the last for today is that many people have the mentality of settling early. And so, for example, you are from Nigeria, you are from the third world countries, you've never seen, you were born in the place of lack, you are born in a place without electricity, you are born in a place where the neighborhood looks nothing but reflects poverty all around. And all of a sudden now, you are the first graduate in your family, nobody in your lineage had ever gone to school. Now you are educated in quotes because you have a degree, you are a graduate. Now you have a job. I mean, now you were born in Face Me, I Face You in one room apartment where 5 children and 7 family members are brought up in one single room. But now you have a flat. I mean, you have your own room in your house. There is that tendency for you to settle, for you to think that you have arrived. I mean, many accolades, many feathers to your cap. Now, nobody went to school in your kindred, amongst your kinsmen. Oh, you are the first graduate. Congratulations. You are the first to rent a flat. Congratulations. Perhaps you are not even driving a car. It doesn't matter if it is push and start. It doesn't matter if it is 1985 model of a car. But at least nobody has ever driven a car in your family. But you are the first to drive a car. Oh, congratulations. If care is not taken, there is tendency to settle. Many people have the mindset of settling too early. You've not even started. Now you are thinking about hanging your booth. You are thinking about, oh, I have tried. At least I have fought. It's not easy. See where I'm coming from. See where I am now. Settling too early and thinking too small. David Okafor is my name. I will continue in another video where I'll be talking about unlocking the mindset for wealth. Unlocking the mindset for wealth. So after this video, the next video you see, make sure you come back to this YouTube channel to look for that video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, David E. Okafor, DEO. On Facebook is the same name, David E. Okafor, DEO. On TikTok is David E. Okafor. Until I come your way again, please ensure to break out of poverty mentality and break loose from that age-long strong prison that holds many down.